Hello everyone. Today we will see the last part of creating the custom workflow project. This is the testing part. We already built all the codes. So now we will build the project in the Solution Explorer and we'll navigate to the Dynamics 365 page, F&O, and see how the workflow we need to implement, we need to activate and implement in the human resource page. Let's start now. We will open the studio. Here we go to the Solution Explorer, and I it's already been built completed. I done the build already. You can right click on the project and click build, so it will run for a while. If there is error, it will show up in the output. If not, you can go to the open the browser and launch the F&O page. Let me see. Okay, it's loaded now. Now just make sure you're in the entity of USMF. Now navigate to the human resource module, go to the human resource module and click on the setup, expand the setup and choose human resource workflow. Click on that. Here in this setup page, workflow setup page, we are setting up the workflow which we already created and which we already built in the project, and click the new button in the action pane. Here you can search the workflow what we created before is, I think it's 1 minute. Let me refer back the, yeah, it's position. So it's position workflow. We can search it, position workflow. Click enter. Why is not showing? Let me scroll. Today it's a bit slow. Yes, there is position workflow. Just select that and it will ask you to open the editor. This is the workflow editor. So let me open. So it will run and open the application. So we'll wait for a while after we sign into the user login page. Here we go. It's now open. Position workflow editor. Just maximize it in order to view. Here now here there is a start and there is a left. If you sorry, there is an end is there. You can see the start and end. It's a workflow. We need to define it. Okay. Now there is a position approval we have created. This is the element we created in the studio. Just you need to drag this and drop it in the workflow. Okay. we simply drag and drop. Now what we can do, just connect the start element with the position approval. Now we can just make it arrange properly. If you know how to use a Visio, then you will simply easily you can connect this one. Just drag and drop, connect the line between start and position approval. Then the same thing you will do for the end, right? I think end went to the bottom of the page. Just we can drag it and bring it up a little bit. Now click at the bottom of the arrow and drag it towards the end. Yeah, here we go. Now we've done this connection. Now we need to set up the position approval. For that, you need to double click on the position approval. Double click. So now you can see this inside the position approval. There is a steps of approval level. Okay, so just select the step 1. Okay, in the properties, just make sure you selected the step 1. Then go to the properties of the step 1. Then here in the basic settings, you can see the work item subject, right? So the work item subject, you can type what is the work item. It's a position workflow. Position workflow. The work item instruction is a position approval. Okay, now go navigate to the assignment tab. Okay, here we need to select the user, like, so in assigning users to this workflow element, so it's based on the user. So you need to select the user option, assign to a user, because the workflow will go to the user level. So each user, the approval will step 1, step 2, it will flow as per the confirmation. Then once you select this user, then go to the user tab, select the admin user, write it. Okay, just click the arrow to include. That's it. Once you're done, then click the close button. Now here you can click save and close. So it's asking that, like, you changes to the workflow will be saved as a new version. So whenever you do any amendment on the workflow, it will keep record the changes. Okay, so just click and activate the new version. Select and activate the new version. Okay, now the workflow has been created. Click close. Now refresh. You can refresh from here. Shift F5. See, now it's came. Like all the workflow, now the workflow has been activated in the existing list. You see the information also there. Yeah, and also the active version. If you make a amendment, it will show the revision number there. So now you know that how you create a new workflow in the human resource model, and in the workflow editor you just connect the workflow and change the properties of the workflow. Right, now we will go and check on the human resource model. Go to the human resource model. Yeah, we are there, and go to the all positions. Under the position, you know, still loading now. Okay, now, so we are creating a new position. Okay, whenever we create a new position, it should go under the approval process, right? That's the purpose we created the custom workflow in the position page. Now in the action plan, click a new button and we will create a new position. The new position called, okay, we can mention that IT specialist. I think this job is not available in the existing list, so we will choose from the existing list. We'll check IT, yeah, IT manager. Okay, we'll choose the IT manager and the department from IT department. Yes, IT department. Now click create a position. Okay, now you can see the workflow option is showing here. Before there is no workflow option. Now once you created the position requirement, which is doing by the HR department, so now they have the workflow. Select the, in this is the action pan. In the action pan, select the three eclipse, and to expand the arrow or below the workflow, and click the submit the workflow. There's an error executing code, form run, object does not have method, get active workflow configuration. We have to go and check. We have to, let me see the code. Somewhere is error happen in the code. So where we need to check is exactly when we submit the workflow, in the submit class. We need to check it in the submit class. Let me open the editor. Here, navigate to the solution explorer. Even though there is no error issue found, we'll go to the submit, double click and go to the submit. Yeah, okay. Here, where is the active, the error? What is the error? Is get active form, get active workflow configuration. Okay, fine. Object cannot be found. Okay, where is that workflow object? Okay, here is there. Get active workflow configuration. What is the error is there? Workflow equal to workflow submit construct local variable argument dot caller standard method dot get active workflow configuration semicolon. Ah, yes, See this one. I think this is a spelling mistake. Is there? Configuration. CONFIGURATION should be right. Even though it's not giving error, it's kind of weird. TION. Okay, let me save this code. Okay, and then we need to rebuild it. Okay, go to the solution explorer. Just try to save again. Okay, now go to the project, right click, and build again. And it will take some time. Are you sure it's ready? I think it's kind of not responding. We'll wait for it. It's showing the build is completed here. Okay, let me go to the F1O page. Let me refresh the page, F1O page. Let me see, is it timed out for sign in? It's kind of signed out, I believe. We'll close it. I need to activate again. After relogin, it's been loading now. It's a kind of VM having a slow connection. Still loading. Yes. We'll change the company to USMF. Roll it down or type like that. It's still loading now. Okay, now go to the, because it's we are working on a real time. So click on the human resource as usual and all positions. Okay, here we'll click a new. I hope it should work. Testing play pace is testing our patience. Okay, IT manager. Select IT manager as in the job or whatever you like. And department, obviously IT department. This job and department is it's already been saved the previous form. Okay, create a position, click create position, then it will open the position page. Now here in the action pan, top of the action pan, go to the, it should show here the workflow. If not, because of the lot of options available, it will hide in the three eclipse more. Click here and here you go, workflow is there. Select the drop down and you will see the submit button. Yes, and click the submit. This is where we got the error. Yeah, finally, bingo. Now we got the dialog box. So this dialog box, now just you can enter the command like uh, required new position for IT department. Then click submit. Wait for it. The workflow status should change to, once you click it will show submitted. Okay, now we need to go. Okay, see this message submitted to workflow. Now we receive the message submitted to workflow. Again, select it, go to workflow, view history. Now you can see the status. The submission has been created, right? So now you can see this one, like action, like approval, the position approval, which we did in the workflow editor. The step one, we assign to the admin, right? Admin user. Now it's going to the admin user. Once the admin user approve, then it will go to the completion stage. Now we can able to do the steps. We'll go and approve the workflow and we'll see how the workflow will flow on. Okay, now just go to the position page. uh, Again, all position, because we are the one admin, so we should have the approval option to be shown in the workflow. Now go to all position and find the position which we created and we submitted. Scroll down to the workflow page, position page, bottom of the screen might be or IT manager, the role. We can search back. The thing is my VMS bit low, slow. Okay, here we go. IT manager is there, but this is different. We'll search by the description. IT, click, yeah, the last one, I believe, the last one. Okay, select it and check the status here, workflow status. There is no column here for the workflow status. So what we can do, we can insert, click on the grid option, insert column. Okay, once it's showing, we need to insert the workflow status field. Select the workflow status field and click update. Just give some time to load and then scroll right. See here, submitted. all the status has been created but not submitted. This one we submitted earlier, and it's in the workflow history. It's assigned to the administrator for approval, waiting for the approval. Now what we can do from this screen itself, you can either select it or just open the position. Let me open so we can directly show the option on the action pan. Still loading, I believe. Okay, here go to the three dot eclipse again, more workflow. Now you should find more option other than the submit. It should be like approve, reject, change request. Let me see. Yes, got it. See, approve, reject, change request, delegate, cancel. Approve, we can approve this position, then if the workflow status will be completed. Reject, then it will return to the creator. Okay, change request, it means if we need to amend something in the details, so we are requesting the creator of the position to amend something and resubmit. Delegate, if you are not approving this process, this form, you can delegate to another person who can do the approval. Cancel, and if you canceling for any reason, not the reject, canceling for any other reason, if anything mistakes, we can cancel it. Now we will see, we will do the approval. Click approve, then simply approve, and just wait for a minute. I think it's been done. Then we can verify it, or just you can refresh because of the web page is slow. Now see this one status here, workflow showing completed, right? We will see it in the workflow history. Here we go. That we saw the step 1 is assigned to Julia, and then approve action has been taken, approval, completion of all type, workflow has been completed. You can scroll down, you can see the tracking details, like a workflow is activated, this is a workflow ID, and it started. Step 1, we have, if you have a step 2 of another approver, like department wise, like let's say first approver, it's a manager, line manager, the second approver is the head of the department, the another one is GM, like that. We can have a step 1, step 2, we can add more approver on the process. So we just, for the example, we add a one approver, and this user need to add it in the position workflow editor form. Okay, now I think we have completed the exercise for creating the workflow. So testing also done. So we have been completed that. Create a workflow, custom workflow on the person page. If you have any doubt, just please comment, and we'll discuss further on this. Thank you so much.